To remain updated with the latest business news, click on the bell icon.
Hi folks, you're tuned into Business Today. I'm Sakshi Batra. Well, if you're someone who loves to scroll through Facebook or Netflix or Google or Amazon on your phones, there's good news for you because now as an Indian investor, you can also scroll through these names in your own investment portfolio. How does that happen? Well, NSE IFSC has now started its operations in the gift city of Gandhinagar. This NSE IFSC is the international exchange of NSE. It is a subsidiary, wholly owned subsidiary of National Stock Exchange as well in this gift city of Gandhinagar. And now it gives opportunity to Indian retail stock market investors to also get a chance to invest indirectly into these select US stocks. To begin with, there are going to be these 8 stocks that you can start investing in right from today. These 8 stocks include the likes of Amazon, Tesla, Alphabet, Meta Platforms, Microsoft, Netflix, Apple, and Walmart. Now, the plan is to extend this list to include 50 US stocks. Now, this could include the likes of Adobe, Berkshire Hathaway, even Visa, MasterCard, Chevron, Morgan Stanley, PayPal, JP Morgan, all the high profile names that are listed on the US stock exchanges. Now, first of all, you understand that this does not mean that US stocks are now going to get listed in Indian stock markets or Indian stock exchange. NSE IFSC will only allow Indian retail investors to invest in a derivative product. That means indirectly investing in the US stocks. So it is a derivative product, NSE IFSC receipts that you will be trading in. The NSE IFSC exchange will be offering to Indian investors at a low cost. Now, so investors will now not need to route your investments through US registered brokers to invest in US listed stocks to buy Tesla or Netflix. Now you can do that via this exchange and via this derivative route. Now, what is NSE IFSC? It is on the exchange. Trading is now permitted on the equity shares of companies that are incorporated outside of India. Then you can trade in depository receipts, which first of all will be the form in which you will be able to invest in these US listed stocks for now. Debt securities of eligible issuers, currency, index, interest rate, non-agricultural commodity derivatives will also be permitted on this NSE IFSC exchange. It is the exchange that will offer trading of derivatives. Now, how will NSE IFSC receipts also work? That also you should really know and understand that how does it function. To be able to understand, how can you get started with it right from today? Now, in order to make US stocks accessible to Indians, market makers will now buy these shares in the US and also issue receipts against them to the Indian investors. Now, these will be equivalent to owning a stake in a company, say, for example, whose receipts you will receive. You can buy or sell these receipts just like you trade in stocks on the stock market exchanges. So now the question arises that if an investor buys a receipt, of a stock, does he or she really own the stock of the company or not? So the answer is a no. You do not own the stock of Facebook or Netflix or Amazon via these receipts. That should be clear. For example, actually this will be into a certain ratio. It will not be equivalent to one stock. If you get one receipt, it is not equivalent to one stock. So for example, one share of Tesla will be equivalent to 100 NSE IFSC receipts. One share of Amazon will be equivalent to 200 NSE IFSC receipts. This means the value of Tesla's receipt will be about 100 of the value of Tesla shares. So how much can you really invest is the next question. Indian retail investors will be able to transact on the NSE IFSC platform through a set, amount that has been decided by the liberalized remittance scheme limits prescribed by the Reserve Bank of India. Under the LRS framework, RBI permits the resident individuals to remit up to $2.5 lakh per financial year, and this is equivalent to 1.9 crore rupees roughly. Now, what are the steps to invest in? Say, for example, now you want to get started. Now, Motilal Oswal Financial Services has said that one will first need to open a trading account with the NSE IFSC registered brokers. which presently are around 36 brokers that are registered. And then you will need to transfer the funds from your bank accounts to this NSE IFSC registered brokers bank account. Once the funds reflect in your broker's account, you are ready to trade in the NSE IFSC US stocks. What will be the trading timings? Trading in these receipts will follow the US trade timings. It will begin at 8 p.m. in the evening, continue till 2:30 a.m. in the night the next day as well. And this will be considered as one trading day. So that is something that you need to remember as well. Now, the trading shall also be conducted over a span of 2 calendar days. That also is something that you should remember. Such trading cycle shall be considered one trading day. So that's a bit of a technicality that you should know. So what are the benefits for retail investors trading via the IFSC route compared to how you already do it? I mean, like, it's not that before this, Indian investors could not invest in US stocks. You used to do it by registering your account with the US registered brokerage house, and then you used to definitely invest in it. So the question is of accessibility here. Currently, the route to invest in US stocks is quite cumbersome. It is expensive, but it will become easier now. Motilal Oswal Financial Services has said that this presents an additional investment opportunity to the Indian investors and also easy investment process at a low cost. You will have the option to also trade in the fractional quantity value when it comes to the underlying shares traded in the US market. That means you can get started by investing as little as $0.01, but every share will definitely have its own limit. Now, investors will be able to hold the depository receipts in their own demat accounts opened in the gift city and will be entitled to receive even the corporate action benefits pertaining to the underlying stock. So say, for example, if there is a corporate action of a split or a bonus or a dividend and you're holding the underlying stock, you will be benefited. So that is a positive for sure. Overall speaking, this definitely sounds quite interesting for all the Indian investors looking to invest in the US stocks. We have seen a rise in the investment portfolios and investment options available. Also, the kind of investors' interest emerging in US stocks and investing, because most of us have become very used to consuming these companies and become regular users of these companies as well and their products as well. So you can relate much more and you believe in these companies' growth prospects as well. So this process will make it much easier for you to invest in and also hold a fractional quantity of the companies that otherwise would have made it very difficult for you to hold in the dollars space or directly holding the stocks. By derivative route, you invest it much easier. So that's how the NSE IFSC Gift City will function, the exchange will function, and how you will be able to invest in these derivative route to invest in these US stocks that are listed on the US exchanges. That's about it, but we'll keep getting you such interesting videos so that you don't miss out on any investment opportunity as a smart investor.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.